All right. Hello, everyone. I am back. Hello, Sergeant Flintlock. Once more, thank you so much for that super chat earlier. I look forward to seeing what or who you design for the next hero to add. Let me just go ahead, double check that everything is up and running. According to the internet's YouTube is working, Twitch is working. My chat says I'm doing. My restream chat is saying that I'm doing Femini versus the AI. I don't know about that one. Uh, Let me see. I think my ad on Twitch is about to run out, and we can go ahead and get started. I am going to rush through the setup just because we're already kind of behind on where I should have been today. That was very unfortunate. All right, so stream up and running. We have here the late age Piconye, and we're just going to beat up the AI on Mighty. All of the AI will be set to standard. Personalities or whatnot. I remember Lucid talking about that aggressive AI is kind of wonky and defensive AI is kind of boring. So everything is set to standard. Everything is set to difficult difficulty. So I think that's just like +1 above the normal. I had said I was going to play on an executor map, and so here we have floating archipelago. Honestly, it was the only executor map I could find on Steam, which is kind of weird. I was expecting there to be more. I guess they just haven't been imported yet. They're quite pretty. They're very choke pointy, which means I'm going to try my best to avoid like non-aggression packs and abusing the AI or something like that. So, hopefully this works out. Setting wise, we have early age gem types or gem amounts because I said in the last stream that I wanted to do that because I get to do sillier things if I have more gems to do them. And I'm not playing to be efficient anyways, so it's fine, right? Mod wise, I do think I have the One Age mod on. The Nation Overviews, Zan Heroes, Lucid's Thematic Gem Gens, Improved Casting AI Single Player, extra starting resources for the AI, Automatic Divine Blessing, and the One Age. So the starting resources is because preferably I'd like to play with the AI on higher difficulties, but it's hard. It kind of funnels me into doing like cheesy strategies or playing super defensive until I get really big magic. So I think I'd rather give them an early boost and see what they can do with that. And then the Divine Blessing mod, I'm not doing a lot of, or I don't think I'm going to be doing a lot of like charming and seducing. So it's not going to bother me as much this time, hopefully. So the nations were random, except the one underwater nation I chose was originally was going to be Atlantis, but I actually wanted to choose Yis because I haven't seen them in a hot minute, and I'm just curious to what they look like in Dominion 6, even if played by the AI. So let's see, we have Early Age Olm as an option. This Early Age Kalem, Early Age Kalem, Early Age Machaka, Middle Age Phlegra, Ashdod, Uruk, Vanheim, Yis, Late Age Gartha, Late Age Raga, oh boy. And then myself as Late Age Piconye with Liftimus, he who is at the center, Sovereign of Sin, Friend of All, and the Great Defender. The bless I chose is the one I kind of flashed up earlier. I ended up just not changing it. I'm just going to run with this. What I did do that I think could be cool and interesting is I have it set to, I think there's 20 level 1 thrones on the map, and I need 11 of them to win, which is probably too much for a stream, but whatever. And all of these level 1 thrones are going to just give me little teeny tiny boosts to my bless as I take them, and that might be cool. Just to see kind of like where my bless evolves to. Let's see. So John Doe on YouTube asks, how good do I think this nation is relative to the other late age nations? I think that they are very good in the early game, and they fall off really, really hard. I would say about the late mid game. The main advantage that this nation has is that you can make more sacreds than other nations are making units early on, and your mages are effective sooner because your units are packed so tight that the lower area of effect buffs hit more of your units that other nations might need to get higher research to hit about the same amount. Um, However, as you approach the late middle game and the late game, that high density starts to be a problem. You're going to get taxed heavily in that you need to put every single dome that you possibly can on your capital, because if your capital gets hit by Black Death, even one time, you're almost done for. And remote attacks are very dangerous. Late game evocations are really dangerous. I mean, even early game evocations like Shadow Blast are really dangerous. So a lot of the things that in the early game make this nation strong make them really weak as the game progresses. So that is something to account for. Early game, though, I think they just go and kill somebody, which is kind of cool, honestly. Because you look at these little cute, adorable little gnomish dudes, and you're like, yeah, they're not going to kill anybody. Boy, oh boy. Okay, hold on. No. The first expansion party I do actually want to look like this. And cross wielders. We can get an extra scout. Nope. Okay, that's fine. So we will profit this guy as Lulu the Second, because he hung out with me, or she. They hung out with me during my Age of Empires stream while I got my ass beat. Because I was so damn nervous. Kind of want to see what is over here. And you had another idea. Fate weaving. Crit density is a thing, right? So one of the... so right now, Lulu, I am taking a... Okay, so Lulu the Second on Twitch is saying that Fate weaving can be a thing with crit density. So one of the ways to protect your sacreds on this nation is to get 10 resistance to like fire or water or whatever. And that's kind of where your dudes with 7 hit points might actually survive. 5 resistance is kind of not enough. One of the ways that you can use that to your advantage, like their size, is actually going with an aura build. And you take like cold aura and, you know, fate weaving. And that's actually going to be really strong because there's 5 to a square. The fate weaving makes your aura hit harder. Cold aura in specific can be interesting if you combine it with frozen mist weapons. It's very expensive, and if they have cold resistance, you kind of get shut down. So like, and there's a lot of cold resistant nations in the late age, which is unfortunate. There's like Bogarus, there's Kalum, there's Atlantis. But it is something. There's like Bettyheim, Jotunheim. There's a lot of them in the late age, but that's something you can do, right? So you stack the auras, and like if you're gonna take 10 fire resistance, that's 4 bless points. But heat aura is 5 bless points and gives you 10 fire resistance. The only thing is obviously it's imprisoned. But fate weaving is definitely a thing you can take on the nation, and it's gonna help you in a ton of ways. It's just really expensive, right? But since you don't need magic weapons, I mean that it's definitely viable. Fate weaving is very, very strong. Anyways, let us get moving. I think I've talked about tenders. I've renamed my prophet. I haven't looked at thrones. Let's see, what are the thrones? Again, they're 20 level 1 thrones. And I need 11 to win because there's 11 players on the map. And some of these thrones might give us little bonuses. So over time, our sacreds might start getting all these little stat boosts, which, I don't know, I think that sounds pretty cool to me. Just watch them evolve as the game progresses. Yeah. All right, let's head on turn and see what happens. Or I guess what independence I have nearby. I also have a cave right next to my capital, which is literally the best possible thing that could happen for Piconye, because one of the other major weaknesses they have is they can't break down forts to save their life. So having this right here kind of solves all those problems because I can summon cave grubs. Some of the caves have pale ones inside, and if you get pale ones, they can also really help you destroy forts really easily. Now we're going to start doing this. Okay, Woodsman looks pretty easy. Bone Tribe, I don't trust. Zots. Maybe I can take the Zots. Just take them right away. But if I take the Zots, I have to do something else. I don't really have a clean, like, path. So I'm just going to go to the Sleepy Woods. and see what happens. So I do want the crosswind on just fire. You're going to do Divine Blessing and Heavenly Strike. I think during my Age of Empires stream, I talked a lot about Heavenly Strike versus Word of Power. So the Word of Power is the Astral Smite. Smiting is very important for Piconye. Let me double back a little bit. Your early game, I strongly believe for the first maybe 10 to 15 turns, you just want to double up on popes. You don't want mages. You don't care about mages. You just want popes, and they're going to cast Smite. And I think you either need to take Word of Power, which is the Astral Smite, Claim Life, the Blood Smite, or Heavenly Strike, which is the Air Smite. All three of those, I think, are the best ones. Personally, I'm going to go test out Heavenly Strike because if you fail one magic resistance check, you will take 10 plus 5 armor negating damage with the lightning death, and the lightning death, since it is shock damage, it can actually stun the person that it hits, which is the same effect that Word of Power has. But now it does extra lightning damage. The downside compared to Word of Power is obviously it has half the range, but the upside it has a potential for 50% more damage, which is good. So I'm going to try it with this. And then also kind of a double dips, since I have this Undying Enchanted Bloodbless, my popes are slightly more durable, so random arrows are less likely to kill them, in theory. And they're no slouches in melee either. Have you looked at these guys? In melee, this guy just casually has 16 defense skill. Whack you over the head with a Baculite for 10 damage. I mean, once he gets blessed, it'll be like 16. Honestly, not even bad. Yeah, let's go beat up some woodsmen and keep going. Oh, my scout. Just kind of looking around to see if I find opponents. Guaranteed death mages and blood searchers. Yeah, independent wise, starting next to Zots and Bone Tribe is pretty damn hot. I'm not gonna lie. I'll probably be using both. the Zots, yeah, it's they can move around armies really easily, and they'll help me site search death. But I think so with the Bone Tribe. The Bone Tribe having air magic is more relevant initially. Okay, so like these guys are already routing. He just took a Heavenly Strike to the face for 25 damage. Casual. No biggie. Crossbow hits. Heavenly Strike for 18 points of damage. Casual. That was their melee line. I guess now the archers. I don't even think my melee people are going to get in range. It's not even going to matter. Yeah. Super cake. Super cake. This is kind of an example of why one of the possible builds you can do with this nation is doing the Blessed Crossbows and give them, like, weapon blesses. You can do stuff like that and just mass your crossbows, mass your sacred crossbows, and then you build the defender, which is super duper slow. Go straight into these barbs. Why not? And then these... I'm actually going to do something different. Let me get some... I don't particularly like these guys. Let me get some defenders now, actually. So that next turn I can move these guys into the Zots alongside this army and Sleepy Wold. And then I'll just leave these defenders as like bodyguards. Probably first fort right over here on this this tree. Do I want to start building temples already? Like right now? Maybe another turn. Maybe another turn. Let's see. Zalera, how you doing? Welcome back. You've always want to play a nation that can smite spam? Yeah. Bogarus is pretty much the exclusive one in 5. They're the only one, I think, with the 2 commander point Holy Threes. But yeah, these guys are pretty cool with it. I think it's pretty integral to their early game strategy. Because you don't need forts to make their mages, and like it's a weird but interesting dynamic, right? You don't need forts to make your mages, and your unforted temples, or any of your temples really, give you more sacreds, which you can only get in your capital. So it's kind of like, what does your secondary fort give you other than like defending a province, defending land? Because you can get your mages without forts. You probably don't want mundane units until very much later in the game. You just want your sacreds, and you get those in your capital. So it's just kind of like early game, why do you need forts? Other than just saying, like, I own this province. So it doesn't really matter that you're just spamming popes at the beginning. No, they don't research. You can buy temples at turn 3. Yes, that's kind of what I was thinking there, is I didn't want to start it right away, just in case. So you saying that I would be strapped for cash makes me kind of think that not building it that turn was the right choice. Honestly, let's keep moving this way. I think I can take this. I can be like super greedy, and I think I can take this. $13 against 40? Maybe not. Let me be safe. Let me be safe. And then from there, we'll start building our temples, and off we go to actually play the game. Sometimes it's not about the fort, it's about sending the message. Yes, and that time you send the message, that is when you destroy the enemy fort. That's how you send a message. Every pope gets their personal shield holder. That would be neat if they had a little bodyguard. Okay, so let's see. Hopefully I don't lose any popes, that's the concern. Get that Heavenly Strike spam. Oh, I missed the drop. Okay, I don't think I missed too much. Yeah, just completely wrecked. Yeah, super clean. Oh, and we spotted early age Machaka, and they got their ass beat by Independence because they're trying to take a throne. Not their best idea. Okay, so we'll leave this guy back. He's going to start making temples. I mean, I say not the best idea, but I'm actually really in a really good position to try to take a throne right now. So I'm actually going to try that. I want these guys a little further back. That's probably fine. Guys, like, super back, just in case. Both of y'all just need to have Heavenly Strike. Yeah, that looks fine to me. More crossbuilders, or crossbowmen, more popes. Let's bump up PD just a little bit, especially in this province that I'm going to build that in. And from here, I can split my two armies, I think. And my first war, probably middle-age Machaka, or early-age Machaka. No, well, elephants. Yeah, early-age Machaka is probably. It'll be fine. It's the knights and the crossbows I have to watch out for. I mean, with the popes, I feel like even the knights are going to have a hard time because they're going to get hit by the... their horses are not going to resist the strike. Does it hit both mount and rider? Actually, that's a good question. That's actually a good question. It's the attrition rate, I guess. Yeah. It's the attrition rate on these spearmen. I don't think the spearmen are particularly good. I prefer the short swordsman. I mean, I prefer neither of their actual infantry units. I like the defender, but if I had to pick between the spearman and the swordsman, definitely would go for the swordsman. Okay, we're attacked by all these trees, but everything just gets hit by smite. Look at that, 23 kills on 4 popes. It's crazy. And that gives us the Throne of Flames, which is fire resistance, which is pretty cool. So let's go ahead and put these guys together. Let's claim this. That is kind of a dead end, unless I go this way into Bergamum. So let's do that. Yeah, looks good. Let me just give him some bodyguards as well. Okay. He has built that temple. Let's go to the next one, and let's make sure I add another sacred. Oh, I guess I was already in the negative on holy points. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so we now know that Machaka is there. How about, is there anyone in the... This scout is so good, by the way. 32 map move, it's insane. Let's find out if there's anyone down this way. The issue is you guys are so slow, the crossbows have a chance to take out the Pope, or have a chance to force you guys to retreat unless they're bolted to death. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. If the cavalry end up running past your spears and just going to your back line, that can get really bad. Your guys won't make it back in time. What are we fighting here? That's easy too, probably. Popes are just super obnoxious. And it helps that, like, AI, like the Independents, they tend to have just 10 magic resistance, so you're actually favored. You're actually favored to win the smite roll. And then since it's a 10 armor negating and a 5 armor negating, you can often just one-shot them. Kind of crazy, actually. So that's 3 popes, 12 kills. We lost the spearman. Okay, so now we're not going to go to Kunal because that's a dead end. We'll pick that up later. We'll just go straight to Bergamum. This guy will drop a temple. This guy will drop another temple. Let's add our next sacred. And go back. More crossbin. Okay, we got 3 popes here, but I don't think we have like a big enough front line. Yeah, we only got 14 units for the front line, so maybe we just add a few more. What's their combat speed? 5. Yeah, let's add a little bit of a bigger front line, just in case, so we don't get attack reared. And the next turn, we'll send that party out to fight the Bone Tribe. Temple. Yeah. Throne of Winter, that's fine. I think I got the Throne of Flames, so I'll have fire resistance in my bluff now, which is pretty cool. Right? Fire resistance 5. Great. Not enough to completely stop fireballs and all that crap, but combined with the Enchanted Blood and Undying, that's going to be really good against fire. And then it's also going to be really good for the fatigue on the popes, for when it gets too hot during the summer. So that's going to be good. Oof. Oh, you add Bird Knights to your parties. Yeah, because they can reinforce. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. A lot of players do like having just like that one priest in the back leading their parties. So yeah, I could see if you're planning a bump with someone, Bird Knights being super key because their map move is insane. They can literally be everywhere. They can be all over the place, which is kind of important. Okay, so this party should be ready to go. And same thing. I'm going to do a sparse line formation. They have enough morale. They'll be fine. And then line formation, and then we'll have the popes just kind of spread out a bit in the middle. Yeah, that's fine. One of them will do the Divine Blessing, Heavenly Strike spam. And then the other one's just nuke everything. Great. And you can start exploring. Head that way, build temple. Head that way, build temple. We got our holy points up to par. Got our province defense up to par. And we'll keep moving. If I really want to kill Machaka, I'm not supposed to be using the Soldier Priests. I kind of need the Baculites because the early age Machaka Sacreds have that Lion Pelt. So let's start doing that from now. Let's get the Baculites. And let's go back to more Crossbowmen. Crossbowmen are often not bad. And yeah, we'll see from there. I don't know if we'll make a roving birds one. ¿Dónde está mi coquito? Mr. Diggleson. I gave you guys the recipe, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure I gave you guys the recipe. That is some really good coquito. I might actually charge people for the coquito I make this year. Because I think I ended up having to make like 4 batches or something to match the demands of everybody, because it's pretty good. So this year, yeah, I might charge people. Not too much, but at least enough to cover supplies. Shit gets expensive. When you're making that much, shit gets expensive. Oppressive AI levels of temple production. Yeah, I guess that is a bonus for this nation. You just shit out temples. Okay, that's good. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. So Bone Tribe do actually have more magic resistance, so the smites are not as good against them. So that's bad. I can also do a funny thing with expansion where you pull a formation where you split 20 crossbows in groups of 1 across the battlefield. Oh, that's clever. That's actually really clever, Lulu. Oh, Lucid used it. That makes sense. That's really clever. So the AI just wastes time running around the whole battlefield? That sounds like a mission and a half to set up. Fucking Bone Tribe. Yeah. Losing some popes back here. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Lost 2 popes. Didn't even get taxes from the province. How awful. Okay, let's add another Baculite. So I do like the Baculites over the Soldier Priests overall, but for expansion, I prefer the Soldier Priests just because they do have a shield. And they won't die to short bows. And the Baculites, these die to short bows. So I tend to prefer having them maybe a little bit later in the game when I can protect them. But since I'm planning on... Oh shit, there's... Since I'm planning on attacking early age Machaka, I might need the magic weapons sooner rather than later. Lucid had multiple smiters, you say? 6 or 7? Well, I hope to have even more than that. King's Tomb Desert, where I expand. I'm pretty sure I'm just smiting the shit out of everything. And then barbarians show up, and I smite the shit out of them too. Good. Urful, yeah. So we can probably start... I think I've shown enough of what the battles look like. We could probably start skipping through some of them. Probably. What turn is it? Turn 10. Yeah, a few more turns of popes would be good. And let's bump up the PD here a good amount, because I don't trust these darn Kalamites. Or Kalians. Taking our jobs. Okay, so that is the Machaka's cap circle. So we'll actually come down here. And we'll pump up the PD here as well. One of the things I really, really, really wish that this nation did, and it would solve a lot of their problems, is if this is like straight taken from the Warhammer mod. I don't know if you guys have seen it. I think it's known. I don't know if the other Empire Nation gets it, but they have a little like Piconye looking militia dude, a little hobbit. And rather than being a gluttonous bastard like these guys normally are, it actually provides food. So you can use like a giant chunk, and they're like bowmen. They have the short bow. So you can just use a chunk of them to actually feed your army. So one of the things this nation struggles with is actually breaking forts because all their dudes are gluttonous and suck. They have no siege strength. So when I saw those dudes in Somber's mod, I was like, wow, this is actually really genius that you can do with like this nation right here is give these two like militia, which are meant to represent like peasants and farmers and stuff, give them, instead of making gluttonous bastards, have them give a little bit of supply. And that now is like a reason to bring them with your army to counteract the fact that your other units are gluttonous bastards. And now, you know, that the peasant provides a modicum of siege strength, and then you can bring more of your dudes. So that was actually a really good idea that, you know, it'd be nice if Winter did, but I feel like it might help slightly. I don't know how much slightly is. I don't know if I particularly want to move. Maybe I go around. I don't know how much slightly is, but I feel like it would be at least useful. Do I go into these caverns? I don't want to. I kind of just want to go back and kill Machaka. I kind of just want to do that. Keep dropping these temples. So like in a multiplayer game, if I were to get raided right now or get like 2v1'd, or I know the meta right now is like 3v1 someone, super dead. I mean, usually in a 3v1 this early, you're super dead no matter who you are. But it would be very, very unfortunate because we would start losing all of my forts. Just the way, you know, I have everything set up where I have just all of these unforted temples everywhere. Putting them with the crossbowmen did not work out, so let's do something slightly different and just kind of spread them out willy-nilly. Who's the Divine Blesser? Be like extra far back. You do something like this. Hold an attack closest. It would be super duper awful if I were to get attacked by like another player right now. Because I'll start losing all these temples. That would be pretty annoying. And it's turn 12. I can probably start doing Prester Kings instead of Popes. And the Prester King is going to start dropping labs. But no, you know, let's kill Machaka first. So many free temples to destroy? I mean, yes. Easy wins. Okay. Big army. Okay, let's go and work our way forward. This guy's done. Build another temple. This guy up here, build another temple. I don't want to reset recruitment, but next turn we'll check how many Baculites I'm making per turn already. I don't know necessarily how much I want to fight into that swamp. So let's just move everyone over here and drop another temple. Okay, Kalem is doing the cave. We found Agartha down south. Yeah, nothing happened as we're just moving our armies over, but let's see, how many sacreds are we getting? We have 22 holy points in our capital on turn 14. So... I can get 21 sacreds per turn right now. In addition to, you know, I guess 9 other crossbows. And you're gonna tell me like that this nation is supposed to like get rushed and die early? It's like, no, dude, just build temples and make popes. What spells do you like? Yeah, you're not gonna have any research, but what spell do you need to research? The spell you need to research is Smite. You get that for free at the beginning of the game. You get that for free right at the start. Okay. No, let me keep doing the popes. Because the popes are gonna do the holy conga line, where every turn I get a pope, and that pope runs out with an army. Holy 3 is probably better than most early research. Yeah. Machaka declares war on our unholy nation. Do you? Yeah, I mean, you're gonna take this. What bless did you get? Fire resistance, hit point, attack skill, morale. I mean, that's kind of garbage. I'm not using the that one pretender mod bless, and I probably should have. I probably should have. These guys are, what is it, invulnerable 18? Yeah, they are going to get lapped by the Baculites. Super clapped by the Baculites. This is a very silly little nation. Yes, it is. What is my Dom strength? I think it's 7, but I'm at 13 temples, so it goes to 9. How do you give multiple movement commands on the map? It's team colored squares. Need to make sure I do that. But the multiple movement commands should be here, no? Multi-turn movement. You have to enable this. Team colored squares. Next time I get in combat, I have to remember. Okay, holy conga line. Just group everything up. This nation seems very good at murdering Lemuria. John Doe, yes and no. Piconye early on can walk into Lemuria's capital. Make Baculites, make popes, and go. And then you dump kill Lemuria. Easy. The problem is you'll never be able to break Lemuria's fort, and all of your army will starve. You will still win. While your troops are starving, you will still beat Lemuria. But all your entire army will starve and get diseases because they're all gluttonous bastards, and it'll take you forever to break down the fort. Oh, it's a pain in the ass. Yeah, just go in there too. Okay, or Ulm is over there. I kind of regret not doing the mod now. This is like his cap circle, so let's put a good PD dump there. Next turn I'm like overflowing with gold, so next turn I'll make a mage and start making forts. Or start making labs. I don't really need forts. I'm gonna make like 2 of them, maybe. But yeah. Milo Mindma is at EA Machaka in LA. Yes, just to have some more variety in my streams because I feel like I personally really like late age nations, and I can see myself very easily slipping into the fact of just like only playing in the late age. So I turned on the 1 age mod just to have a little bit more variety in terms of like who I fight. I think at least that's a decent idea, right? And yes, John Doe, supply is a huge issue for this nation because your siege strength sucks, but your dudes consume a lot of supply. So yeah, it is a big deal. Not worth watching. Just keep the holy conga line going. Bump up the PD there. Actually, this conga line is going to take a detour. Just to defend Queen Forest in case this guy is being a jackass. Okay, we have 133 siege strength. So, like, look at this. We have 133 siege strength. And we eat 300 supply. Like, this BS. Complete BS. Actually, you know, I might not even need to make a mage. I can hire a mercenary. Okay, not this turn, but next turn I can maybe hire Istana's warrior, and she can start making my labs for me. That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea at all. I'm going to start a fort here, because I can. My gold is overflowing, so by the time I get mages to start labs. I know I made this whole talk about not needing forts, and I still stand by it, but I just have way too much gold. So I'm gonna do something about it. I'm also gonna hire mercenaries over here. And see if they can take provinces for me. And I really don't care about the cost. I have so much gold. Yes, you just need to dom kill them. Yes, you will dom kill people way before you break their forts. So when you do break the fort, oh, thank you. Perfect. Flintlock, the Feybound Wanderer, has shown up. Just in case, for those who don't know, I have created a personal mod to use that is going to have heroes based on my subscribers and or super chat donators. We will work very hard to balance them. But I figured it's a nice little flavorful win, and we're playing in the single player, so really, I don't think I have to be hyper competitive. But in this case, I will keep Flintlock in the capital researching because your first mage on this nation is actually kind of a big deal. These regular lions, yeah. Fight them. Oh, this is my province. Oh no, this is my province defense plus some dudes. No, this is just province defense. Oh boy. A good like attack rear from the lions. My cavalry don't even do that. Oh, that tangle vines though. Oh, militia pitchforked a lion over there. Team colored squares. Can't forget. Damn. Got you guys. It's not even the end of the stream. Team colored squares already. That's a fireball. Ouch. That's another fireball. Oh, these are the poison archers. That's not good. Oh shit, we actually won this. I thought she was gonna fire blast the crap out of everyone. So there you go. Very nice. PD dumps for the win. Okay, over here, do I get to have some dudes? Yes. Oh, our little Baculites. I'll flash the bless for newcomers. Again, Baculites, just a bunch of strength. The fire resistance is from a throne, but my personal bless was the Undying Strength Blood Bond. How did I win that? Crossbows. And he had a lot of War Lions, and War Lions have a lot of hit points, so I think killing all the Lions HP routed him. So yeah, now these guys will hit pretty hard. And the armor, the invulnerability that these Lion Warriors rely on, I don't think is going to mean too much. Granted, I don't think it means much in the face of Crosswomen already. But even more so when my Baculites do eventually get to the front lines. So you did testing on poison arrows. So Lulu, the slingers would be good with fire arrows for sure, because you could just get so many. But the poison arrows, you almost exclusively want to do the crossbowmen because the poison arrow buff only applies on damage. So you need to actually do damage for it to do something, and the slings likely aren't going to do much in the late age. They'll definitely hit, though, and when they hit, the fire damage is triggered. So that is fine. But it's just that tiny little difference between hit and damage is what's going to stop you, or stop somebody. Go this way. Let's kind of go into Raffabolia. Let's go into Ogoria instead. These mercenaries. Okay, let's move that way. The Holy Conga line must continue. Let's go step on his capital and preach down his his dominion if he's not already having issues. And Flintlock, we'll leave him here. I like doing Thaumaturgy 1, which I already have. Enchantment 3. Honestly, Enchantment 1 is enough. But I'll still do Enchantment 3 and then Alteration all the way. About there is fine. And the reasoning for all of this is going to be, these are the strength buffs. Alteration is Body Ethereal, and Twist Fate, which Twist Fate is actually really good on this nation for a lot of reasons. And Conjuration is just Earth Power. So the Holy Conga line to Machaka will continue. And actually we'll start like breaking off to Preach. Funny. Yeah, Flintlock Research. Probably put more PD there. I was supposed to get the mercenary, the mercenary mage to build labs for me, so that I can start making cave grubs. Oh well, it's fine. We'll deal with it. These mercenaries didn't do bad, I think. Good job, mercenaries. Nothing there. Okay, this was kind of a small force. This one might not work out. Yeah, he PD dumped a little bit. This one might not work in my favor. I've only got 2 priests. They're kind of close together. I think they might get sniped. Yeah, one's already dead. All those hits, all those 5s are just max damage hits. Literally hit too hard. Yeah, their defense is still really high. That's one of the things, right? When they're so stacked in a square, it's hard to harass them down. Because there's so many. Uh-oh. Pope going in melee, but these popes are no slouches in melee either. I'm not even worried. That beat his ass. This guy's got 17 damage hit, magic weapon, 13 attack, 16 defense. Pope in melee shows him how it's done. Alrighties. Easy win. And then battle on top of Machaka. Let's see how this goes. Oh, he didn't patrol. Cool. Yikes. I didn't even get a chance to get into melee. Holy shit. Okay, well, I guess that happened. Let me recruit a Sage Priest and start making Prester Kings. Because I guess that happened. And keep sending out the Holy Conga line. Okay. Do I bother sending these guys here? Or do I just preach in place? Oh, I already have Dominion here, so yeah. We'll move to the Feral Woods, but I feel like I might... it might not work out there. I know, these guys maintain siege. Everybody else just preach real quick. And this is one of the cooler things that you do with Macone, right? So you see that there is one enemy candle on Machaka. One enemy candle. Hold on. Before I hit enter and make fun of this, I cannot actually get another mercenary. Or not. I can't get a mercenary mage, but I'll get these guys. Iron Men. Okay. So again, one candle on Machaka's capital. It's gonna spoil the battles for this turn, likely. But 4 of my candles. Instant. 1 turn. We'll kill Machaka shortly. Well, I say shortly, but also. Hello, Samuel Coleridge. No, we are a coward Piconye build. We are led by Liftimus, who just created the Piconye Gym Bros. And yeah. Just set up the Holy Conga line, and we're off to the races. We're off to the races. I don't... I need to spend my gold. So I do need to build... I need to build forts, not because I want forts, but because I need to spend my gold. We do have some dude. Okay, and now that I have another mage, we'll send Flintlock out. I guess one way I can spend my gold is just bump up my province defense everywhere. Because it's so hard to actually move my armies everywhere. They're kind of tiny. They're all sacred. So having indie attacks actually could be a pain in the ass. There you go. Will I regret spending 3,000 gold on province defense later? Maybe. But for now, we're fine. Let's preach again one more turn. So this is the only executor map I can find for Dominion 6 on the Steam Workshop. And yeah, they have a built-in cave layer, so they didn't need to do like anything special for it. Go ahead and kill whatever's over here. Build some more temples. Get these armies over here. Calum just declared war on me, so I'll go handle that in a second. For now, we start building labs everywhere. So again, this build is super duper weak to... like, Calum would be like one of the worst possible people to fight doing this build as Piconye, because a player Calum is just going to avoid your big sacred stack and just freaking break all your temples and piss you the hell off. And there's honestly not a lot you can do about it. So, yeah. That would be a bad person to fight. But for beating up the AI that doesn't know that they're supposed to stop this crap, oh, buddy. Yeah, but Calum is a really big counter to this. 4 Lion Warriors. Jesus. They just got denied. And see, and again, this is one of the reasons why the crossbow build could potentially work for this nation. Because your ranged firepower can get to such absurd levels that your dudes don't even get to melee. Yeah. I don't need all this gold, but I'll take it. Okay, let's head back. Oh, Machaka, you're all the way over here too? The hell, man? Let's split off a tiny army. Was it Berenger? Who has the crossbows? Avanesh? We'll do Berenger and Avanesh? That's a lot of crossbows. Let's not split my army right now. Because he might patrol out of his... Okay, this is actually fine. I moved everyone here because I wanted to reach it down. But he might patrol out of his capital this turn. So I kind of want to have everyone together. Unlock, built that. You can come out this way. Actually, make me some cave grubs, and I'll have a Zot bring them. We haven't been doing the Holy Conga line because I've been doing the I need mages portion of the game. More sacreds. And we're getting close to running out of recruitment points. Actually, no, we are out of recruitment points. We cannot build any more Baculites, but we can build one soldier priest. So, yeah, that's quite the army. I think that works out for us. Build fortress, palisade, copper wood, bump up that PD. Holy shit. Wow. I've never seen that site before. This must be new to Dominion 6. That's... Wow. Okay. I guess. Hmm. That's a lot. You're excited for the Atomic Atlas? What's that? Oh, here comes my nightmare. Poison resistance, fire resistance, enchanted blood. Weird flex, but okay. Battle Fury. Okay, that's fair. Did they kill my commanders? Oh no, they didn't. Oh damn. That worked out for me. Damn, Caleb. Got your ass beat. This is not impressive whatsoever. Yikes. And this is with giving the AI those extra starting resources. Yeah. That was kind of sad, Machaka. That was kind of sad. Oh, I lost a temple. That sucks. Oh, where is this? Okay, but I have a dude there, so build that lab. Need labs everywhere. Grab these cave grubs. That's going to be... Okay, so this is how bad the siege strength is. I had one dude cast cave grubs once. Yeah, one cast of cave grubs has almost as much siege strength as my entire army. This is ridiculous. I'm going to do one more cast and send him over. Stupid. Stupid thing. So many. Okay, we've got these priests. Okay. Our commander. Our commander. We'll leave those for the next guy. And we're going to send these guys out to defend against Calum. Building mages. This is going to build the Zots. And after that, he'll make guys forever. So much undefended infrastructure. Yeah, you kind of just like make all that undefended infrastructure and then just make this big death ball of sacreds and kill somebody. And then, you know, diplomacy-wise, you just kind of, whoever threatens you in any way, you just tell them, I'm going to send this big ball of sacreds at you next. If you don't back off. Good. That's kind of what you do. Make that forever. This guy can go back to making forts everywhere. You take the cave grubs up to Machaka. Make a lab. I think we have enough lab makers. Okay. We're really getting that many baculites per turn. That's insane. Like, absolutely insane. Mercenary-wise, Master Assassin, Durin's Cavalry, but heavily depleted. Okay, no big deal. If I wanted to kill Machaka, I think I just go over here to Crema, and I preach them down. but I do want to actually go into their capital and see what's in there. Samuel, what are you, Crun? Crundum? Crumbum? That's something he would say. Okay, here are some Calamites. They're actually using these Temple Guard. I mean, fair. But did I predict correctly? No. We'll see what happens. Their forces are enough. I'll definitely lose my commander. Now, if I lose the Barbarian commander, I'm in trouble. And it looks like, yeah, he died too. Super unfortunate. Oh, well. Oh, no, and he's coming here too? Ah, damn it. This is where I built my lab, and I was building my temple. I'm gonna kill my mage. Dang it. Yeah, and then he routes me. That's annoying. See, this is why Kalim's awful. Killed him on the retreat, so hopefully that stops his army and I keep the province. Nope. Dang. Yeah, I'm gonna recruit 26 Baculites a turn. That's insane. Divine Blessing. Heavenly Strike. Event spells. Okay, so they want to swarm through there. That's fine. We'll just keep making troops here. Lab, go. Lab. Wait. Lab, go. Lab, go. Castle. Castle. Birds. Two can play the Kalim game. Machaka will one day be taken. One day. How does one correctly pronounce Krun? Oh, I got no idea, dude. He's not worth it. Bird meta? Yeah. Yeah, fight birds with birds, man. Alright, come on, assholes. Fly to the rear. Oh, they got heavy cav. Oh no. I think I still win. Like, super easy. Like, not even close. Not even close. Just like a big little goon squad. It's like a bunch of little ankle biters whacking you with these little sticks. Oh, we actually breached Machaka. Okay, so if I go inside with this army, I'm actually going to lose... I think I lose a lot of my popes to just random freaking arrow fire. Unless I change the script. Maybe I just put them all really far back. Maybe I just put everything super far back except some amount of stuff. And then just storm it. YOLO storm. Get my temple here. And go back up to 1,000,000 PD. I have a decent amount of PD there. The Holy Conga line is now going in the other direction. Again, we'll set Guard Commanders, hold attack. My research will eventually start going up, but it is going to take a second. But once it starts going, oh boy, does it go. Got our birds. Got our birds. Keep making. This is, again, this is turn 25. I have no research. What I do have is 26 sacreds per turn. A baculus is a holy staff held by priests. Is that the actual, like, definition of it, I guess, in real life? I'm uneducated. I live under a rock. I know nothing. So Is that like the actual word, or is that something Winter made up? He brought wolves. I mean, they're good smite bait. Oh, they're gone already. Smites from the heaven. God, that Stormwind sound, that little like whoosh. I always think that it's freaking gifts from heaven. Oh, here's a were hyena. These guys are super cool. Oh, that's interesting. You can battle fury them. The pretender looks to be back here. Civitos the Archmage. I mean, pretty fair, decent, I guess, dormant site searcher is what I would say this is. Maybe a variety mage. Not particularly good. Ooh, is that Sulfur Haze? Oh, that's Rust Cloud. I mean, okay. Clouds are probably super destructive against this nation if you don't have resists. Like that Leeching Darkness. Well, Leeching Darkness might not be a good example because the little Piconye bastards have really good magic resistance. Wait, what? Oh, Enchanted Blow gives me +1 magic resistance. Okay. 26 times 7 plus 10. 442 hit points worth of sacreds per turn, yes. It's a lot. This is why I say you just run at somebody with Piconye, and like it doesn't matter. Well, until these idiots start doing Sermon of Courage, because I have them on spells and not advancing spells. That's a mistake. Sulfur Haze. That will probably kill a lot. Okay, maybe not. That would have been super dangerous. If he was casting Sulfur Haze like earlier, that might have actually been super terrifying. But yeah, that's how you do it. Just popes. Just popes do everything for you. What magic do you need to research? You just need popes. Thank you for the definition on the back of this, by the way. I honestly had no idea what that was. I thought it was just a thing that like these guys came up with. Okay, now you start making your little mages. Everywhere you go, they'll be there. Okay, our siege strength made it to Machaka just in time for nothing to happen. So what we'll do here is we'll split off a tiny force. I guess tiny. We'll send like this guy Bayravazan and some other popes, and they'll come down to Ukrema. Or let's go through the Misty Bog. We can claim that. So we'll send an additional pope. Divine Blessing, all the heavenly strikes. See, there's the problem. Advancing spells. If I didn't have advancing spells, I could have potentially paid the price. Everyone else, make sure that they're on advancing spells from here forward. And the Holy Conga line will go in the other direction. Off we go. We're going to go kill Caleb. Hey, you guys actually just sit there and research? You can site search, actually. Oh, I never made a temple over here in Hogoria. That's a mistake. All your forces are tiny? Right. Oh wow, there was nothing there. Caleb just got crapped over there. That's my PD. Okay, so over here we get the Mirror Throne and a free lab. Okay, I'll take a free lab and some glamour gems. This guy will claim it. Y'all go over there. Come over here. Start making sages. Start making sages. Keep building up the castle because I have money. And making sure everything is recruiting a mage. Wait, let's have the sage go this way. Should I make Zot's? If a Zot's randoms blood, that could potentially be big. But I don't know how much it matters. I'll send this guy to auto site search. And I'll send this guy, add more units to the Calum front. The one spell that he would cast that would be useful, I guess, would be like Gift of Cheated Fate. His Body Ethereal is not productive, so I'm just going to keep it as is. Lizard Shamans. Lizard Shamans could be fine. They could be good. Yeah. Piconye is... so this is what I've been telling the people, that you just do this with Piconye. Just go kill somebody. If you get 2 or 3v1, yeah, it's going to be a hard time because obviously it's hard for you to move your armies around. You just need to have this big doom stack. But outside of... I was going to say outside of maybe a Titan or like an Awake. An Awake Dragon, specifically like a dragon that has like a Fire Breath or a Frost Breath that you don't have resistance to, that could be a huge issue. But otherwise, I don't think you can do anything, because if the Baculites get into melee with your Pretender, they will kill it because of Bane of Heresy. Only affects gods and sacred units, and it just happens. It's not... there's no like magic resistance check, there's no resistance check, like it's just gonna happen. But if you have those like conal breast attacks that the dragons do, maybe you can kill them before you get in range. But honestly, like, yeah, your Pretender will do nothing against this nation. Your elephants will do nothing, because the defense is so high on these units that, like, the trample's not going to do jack shit. So just like in a 1v1 situation, I guess like a good scenario would be like, can Layla H. Satis 1v1 the opponent? My first thought is no. My first thought is they die. They won't be able to like scale fast enough. Eventually, yes. But not like in a 1v1 scenario. Okay, so here's and Phlegra. We don't want to fuck with either of them, so I'm going to do that. We'll just keep moving. Keep building our temples, even though I could probably stop building temples because I'm out of recruitment points. And it's kind of hard to get recruitment points. Let's move forward here. A cool province up there. I feel like there should be a throne up here in Mertrand. Okay, off we go. Did I have any new labs this turn? I had that one up there, but it's not. Okay, so then now I'm starting to finally research. I mean, let's take a look at the score graphs. Yeah, so I guess I was doing fine for a bit. I was doing like slightly better than the rest, but not by too much until I came in and killed Machaka. I bullied him. Fort-wise, yeah, I'm down there. Income-wise, yeah, I'm pretty big now. Research, I exist. Lady Jagartha is doing pretty damn good though. That's crazy. This makes sense. Yeah, I'm up there on the army, and that's either crossbowmen or sacreds, which is scary. And I don't know what the hell Uruk is doing. That is a lot. That is a lot of army size. Holy shit! Look who it is. Golden Boar raid. Got Zigzagoon squad, we got Golden Boy himself. How you guys doing? I saw you guys were doing League of Legends, and were I not doing this, I totally would have joined you guys. I haven't played that with you guys in a hot minute. Um, for those who don't know, Golden Boy, I think that how do you do this again? Is a shout out. Golden Boy is a nice variety streamer that makes some awesome art, plays a lot of League, plays a lot of what is it like the Mario game? Oh, shout out was given. You know what's coming. It was just you. Oh, he just hopped on. Okay. Hearthstone Minecraft. That's your new focus? Okay. Yeah, you guys have been doing that the two-headed ogre, I think it was called, back in the day. Hearthstone. That looks super cool. Are you guys doing ranked? Watching? That looked worth watching. All right, so we have here a bunch of Calamites, but the more interesting is, yeah, definitely the elephants. I think they have so many enough hit points they won't get shocked. No, they will. Yeah, elephants aren't going to do too much here. Hearthstone, you don't have an option for battlegrounds except for ranked. Okay. Man, that's scary then, because you just have to jump in and like. I always have this idea that like people in ranked card games are just really fucking good. Yeah, that'd be scary. Like even when I was doing the MTG Arena, it took me a very long time to try to do ranked. And honestly, one of the bigger things that helped me was Moogle. Moogle playing a few games with me, and he's like, "Dude, your deck's overpowered as fuck." And I was like, "Oh, okay. I guess I can go play the game now." Learn by doing mentality. Hey, Mister, learn by doing. Where are these? Where are the what is it? The new the DLC. What's this game? Elden Ring? Where are these Elden Ring streams? Where's the Adventures of Clubman? Adventures of Clubman and Don Don. On stream? Oh, okay, I'm certainly busy. Yeah, I know the feel. I should be making all these uploads and stuff for my YouTube channel as well. And it's kind of like the time that I would put to upload, I'm instead streaming, and I'm just tired all the time. Uh, I understand you. I understand you very well, my friend. I could just be that way sometimes. Some years you just have to grind more than others. That's just how it be. I'm actually out of gold. Who'd have thought? Oh shit, here's the Gartha. I don't think I want to fight blind fighters in the caves, even with the Bactylites. Not yet, at least. Oh, I lost something here. Oh, I left people there. Yeah, I'm out of money. Looks like I need to go take Statis. Or, Calum. This looks a lot like Warhammer. I mean, there is a Warhammer mod for this that's been pretty good. I've been exploring it a little lately for our single-player uploads, and it's pretty damn detailed. I already spent a lot of time on this specific stream already talking about it, so I won't be able to show it to you now, but definitely some other time I can send you I can send you all the screenshots. The guy that did the pixel art for it, like, he did a fantastic job. The Warhammer mod for this game is just really top tier. And for those of you that don't or haven't looked at it or found it, I highly recommend it. It's super good. It's a little bit like the power scaling is a little bit above. The power scaling is a little bit above vanilla, but it's really good. Oh, next and fun. No. This game actually, with the latest iteration on Dominion 6, we now added. What do you call it? Mod support. So now in the Steam Workshop, we also have mods. Gosh, I think I'm getting tired. I'm starting to trade a lot. Coca-Cola has worn off since I had to go take that work break. So maybe let's get us into position to fight Halem, and probably consider ending the stream there. I think I've shown a good idea of how I think you're supposed to play this nation. So that's gonna help out a good amount of people. Who maybe were struggling before, getting rushed or something. The site searching part of it kind of sucks. And actually, I don't even want to site search right now. I want to catch up on research. Let me just do that. We don't need a lot of research, but we definitely need some. Earth Shatter Hammers is another really good one for this nation, guys. Because it's going to get you stuns, and the stuns are going to get you crits, and the crits are good. Weapons of Sharpness, unfortunately, is not going to work on the Baculus. So that is something you have to keep in mind later on. For now, I think just going up Alteration and getting like Group Iron Skin is like, I think that's the play. Let's move everything around. This guy can preach until he dies of old age. I must have lost the commander here. Okay. Crossbows. Honestly, set these guys on attack closest. Got a little further back, somewhere like in the middle. And send them out that way. Alright, so let's roll the turn one more time. I think I'll end it there. Is this map on the workshop? Yes. This map is on the workshop. It's a floating archipelago. It's originally made by Executor, but I think somebody else ported it. You can't help but notice the lack of a hydrate button. Don't worry, Zigza. I got you. Open up my thing. I still need to meet up with Golden Boy someday when we both have time. And he can help me set up my Twitch. I really want to get the little hydrate button, the rewards. I want the little pop-ups for when someone does a super chat, for when someone subscribes on Twitch, especially with their Prime subs, which is free to do, and it really helps me out. Just saying. But I really want to have like the text on the side because since I am streaming to Twitch and on YouTube, I know it's difficult sometimes for my followers or whomever is watching to follow along with what we're talking about. So I try to repeat what you guys say where I can. So we're all on YouTube. If you really like Executor's art styles, try and take a look at some of the ones he's made in Dominions 5. He's made a lot of really, really, really good ones. I think my favorite one he has is like there's like a crescent moon toward the top of it. It's a really small map. Oh man, this guy's killing my commanders. Bastard. That's why my troops keep getting left behind. My commanders keep dying. Okay, here I've only got the one guy. But we should be fine. Masked Baculites are just stupid. They hit with his bless. They just hit too hard for how many of them you stick in a province or in a square. All the attacks start landing because they harass down. Elephant does jack shit. They step out of the way. Unless they completely ignore it. Right, there we go. Clayman? Clayman. Oh, Shockwave is bad. Oh yeah, that definitely killed a few. I think that's where having the Undying Enchanted Blood comes in clutch. Because even though it does a lot of damage, and they're all stacked together, they have enough hit points, they really have to get hit 2 or 3 times to die. Yeah. Yep. We got it. Alright, so I hope I don't forget to move these armies. Let me do this. And let me break these unforted temples in the same way that Kalem would be doing to me, because they're a bunch of vassals. And okay, my armies are good, except here. Bastards. Okay, and the army from Machaka has arrived. I'm gonna keep the Cape Grubs behind, otherwise I'll never be able to break the fort of Kalem. But we should have the inexorable march to take this island. And once we secure that, we'll try to ping some of the thrones around. And I guess next stream we'll plan where we go from there. Absolutely adore the archaic style in battle. Oh man, yeah. It's really something that once you get used to it, you can really appreciate it. And I'm not even doing any magic that would make it interesting. I'm just doing the traditional Zan. I have a lot of strength and I hit you very hard and you die. So Zigza, one of the things I know you don't know too much about this game, but you customize the blesses on your units that have that are sacred, that are like holy to your pretender god. So these tiny little gnomes have 8 strength, and my bless is literally strength plus 5. So my pretender is Liftimus. He has taught the tiny gnomes of Piconyes the ways of the gym. And anytime they are blessed and their strength doubles, it's kind of like they're just taking creatine. Pretender god? No. So the story of the game is a cyclical story of... It's loosely based on every mythology on Earth. So, like, these flying bird people are loosely based off, like, Persian Zoroastrianism stuff. They fly around and do stuff. The Piconye guys are based off of Prester John. And essentially, the setting is, what if all the mythologies existed at the same time? And then you run into issues is, how cool would Zeus be if, Odin existed? And the answer is they probably wouldn't be too friendly. And so they fight each other. And everyone fights each other, and eventually one god rules supreme. And while that god rules supreme, he has imprisoned all of his rivals or put them in hiding or whatnot, and he sits on the throne at the top of the world. Eventually, they literally get bored and find something in the distant horizon, and that pretender's last... I guess they just see something that entices them far in the distance, away from the physical realm of this planet, and they decide, hey, I'm really bored being on top of the world, so let's go find out what the hell this thing is. And then they disappear, and after enough time has passed, the other gods that have either been in hiding or have been imprisoned start kind of looking around, and they're like, hey, that asshole that imprisoned me doesn't look like he's around. Maybe I should go gather support and try to become #1 god. And so the cycle begins anew. That is the premise of Dominions, which means that every single... I mean, I wouldn't say every single, but I think every multiplayer game of this is technically canonical. It's less that they get bored and more that they get anglerfished. Yes, but I don't want to get into that much details. But yes, I definitely support the theory that they get anglerfished. Anyways, everyone, with the nice ending of the setting of dominions, I think the tiredness is setting in, so I will definitely be ending the stream here. Thank you, everyone, for watching, especially those who watched before work decided to call me halfway through the stream. And thank you, Golden Boy, for the raid, and Zigzagoon Squad. It is nice seeing you again. I'll probably annoy you on Discord after this. It's been a while since we've talked. So everyone else, have yourselves a wonderful night, and I will see you guys next time.